Hi, welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video I'll be making this crop top with pocket at the front. If this is what you're interested in learning, keep watching this video and let's get started. The first thing I'll be doing is to take my shoulder measurement. I'm going to start taking my shoulder measurements from this line. This is for the front and this is for the back, because the front will be having a zipper. The zipper is going to be at the front. So I'll start taking my shoulder measurement from this line. My shoulder measurement is 16. 16 divided by 2 is 8. I mark my 8 inches here. And from this line to this line is half of my armhole measurement. To get your half of your armhole measurement, you divide your round bust by 6, then you add 1.5. From here to my armhole measurement is 9 inches. So I'm going to take the same shoulder measurement here. From this line to this line is my half length. That is the length of the top, because it is a kind of, it's not a full top anyways. It is a crop top. So from here to here is the full length of the top, that is 17 and a half. And then I have 1 1/4 here that I'll be using to turn my lining, because I'll be using lining for this top. If you like, you can just use, don't use lining for the up, that is entirely your choice. You can cut spacing for it, but I'm going to be using lining for this. I'll take my round bust here. My bust divided by 4 is 11.25, so I'll take 11.25 here. And I'll also take 3/4 of an inch for ease. If you like, you can use 1 inch, you can use half an inch, but here I'll be using 3/4 of an inch for ease. And I'll be using 1 inch for seam allowance. I'll measure what I have here. This is 13 3/4. So I'll be 13 1/4. So I'll be using the same here. The same thing I have here, I'll also measure the same thing here. So here, I'll measure here this way, and then same thing here. But on the waistline, if you like, you can come in a little bit if you don't want it to be bigger. Let's say I'll be coming in here by half an inch. Okay, the next thing is to come down here 1 inch for shoulder drop. And then for the neck, I'm going to be making use of 3 by 3, because it's a kind of high neck, or if you like, you can use 3 1/2 by 3 1/2, but I'll be making use of 3 inches by 3 inches. It is entirely your choice. Let's say 3. This. Okay, let me make use of 3 1/4, so that by the time I sew it will be 3 1/2 by 3 1/2 down here. That is for the front neckline. As for the back neckline, I'll be making use of 1 inch for the back. This is for the front, and 1 inch here for the back neckline. This is for the back, and then for the front. And then I'll connect my shoulder slant here. From here, from this shoulder slant that I did here, I'm going to get the half of this line, which is 4 inches, and then I'm going to come inward by 3/4 of an inch here for the front neckline. I'll be doing it on this other part, this down part, but I just want to measure it here for you to see clearly what I'm going to be doing later on. And then as for the back, you just leave it this way, and then you connect. As for this one, we're going to be connecting it this way and then this way. This is how the front armhole is going to be, and then this is for the back. Let me bring it closer so that you see. This is for the front armhole and this is for the back armhole. Okay, I'm going to connect my seam this way. This is it for the drafting of this. So the next thing I'm going to do now is to cut it out. Make sure you add a little bit allowance here for you so that you use it to join your shoulder. I'm going to remove the back, you see, and then for the front, you get half of this place, which is 4 inches, and then you come inward by a quarter of an inch here. This is it for the front, and then for the front neckline, see, I'm going to cut it out. That's it for the front armhole. I'm going to open this side up. See, I'm going to open this side. The next thing I'll be doing now is to cut lining for this. Okay, this is the lining for the two. The next thing I'm going to do now is to minus 1 inch from the down part of this lining because I want the lining to be higher than the fabric. So I'm going to go ahead now and join the lining and the fabric. This is for the back. I'm going to sew the down part here, and then I'll move it upward so that I'll turn the neck as well and the sides. Okay, before I turn the front with the lining, I'm going to first of all determine where I want my pocket, the front pocket, to start from. I'm going to mark 1 inch away from here, from the seam allowance that I left for the zipper. 1 inch away from here, like this way, because this is where the pocket is going to start from here. And then I want the length to be exactly from my armhole here to this place. So from here to here is 10 inches. From here to here is 10 inches. So I'm going to mark 10 inches this way. So this is where the black pocket is going to start from. And then downward. As for the wideness, mm, I'm going to make it 9 inches for the wideness. Or let's say, yeah, 9 inches is okay. Or mm, 9 inches. So this is it for the front pocket. So I'm going to cut the pocket out now. Okay, this is this for the pocket. I added half inch to this side because I'm going to fold it in half inch, and then I'm going to fold this place to half an inch, and then I'm going to fold this up half inch. So I added half inch to this place. I'm not going to add anything to this place because this place is already here. I'm going to be turning it alongside with the lining. So I'll go now and I'll overlock like this, and then I'll bring it back. You see, I've overlocked here. So the next thing I'm going to do is to fold in half inch this way, then I'll iron it. I'll fold this side too and this side. Do the same thing to the two. Okay, this is it after turning it and ironing. I also use hemming gum to hold it down so that it does not move. So the next thing now is to place it on our fabric this way, just like this. And then you're going to top stitch this way, but you're going to leave this part open. Okay, the next thing now is to fix the zipper. This is the zipper I'll be using. So you're going to fix the zip this way, exactly on this half an inch, this zipper line here, zipper allowance. You're going to fix the zip, and then the zip will be starting from here. Let's say this is my 1.25 inch for hemming. I marked quarter of an inch upward, so my zip is going to stop exactly on this quarter-inch line. Because of the turning of the lining, it's going to stop on this line, this exact line. So you'll be sewing the zipper on this line. Okay, this is the first zipper that I've fixed. You see, so the next thing now is to place this one this way and then sew this other part. the other side of the zipper, like this. You place it this way, and then sew it exactly the same way you did the other one. Make sure it stops on this quarter of an inch line, this line here. Going to stop exactly here. Place it this way and sew. Okay, the next thing now is to place your lining this way. You see, like this. You're going to first of all sew the down part. Sew the down part. After sewing, you move it upward, and then you sew directly on that zipper. The line that you use to stitch your zip, this line here, you're going to sew directly on it. I'll go and do this one, and then I'll bring it back for you to see. I've already sewn this down part, so you're going to move it up this way, like this, and then you sew the neck, and then on that zipper line that I told you, you're going to sew on this one, and then you're going to turn the side as well. Sew the side. This is what I have. I've sewn this side, and I've also sewed directly on the zipper allowance. So I'm going to cut this side off, and then I'll turn it inside. Okay, this is it after joining it and also ironing. This is how it looks like. You see the zipper. Look at the neck here. See the back, the front. So the next thing now is to, I also turn the lining for this back. The next thing now is to join these two together at the shoulder. To join the shoulder, you bring it up this way. This is the back, this is the front. You're going to use the lining for the back, put it this way, and then you sew with the allowance that you left for this up. You sew it this way. You do the same thing to the other one as well. Here we go. So the next thing for us now is to use the allowance that we left for our seam to sew the two sides together. I left 1 inch seam allowance for mine, so I'm going to use 1 inch seam allowance to join the back and the front. I'm going to use 1 inch to join these sides together. Do the same thing to the other side as well, and then we'll join the sleeve. This is for the sleeve. My round sleeve is 10.5. I'll be using the remaining one for seam allowance. Okay, from this place I marked a straight line to this edge. I joined a fabric here because on the top as well there is a black fabric here, so I joined the black fabric here, and then I made it a straight line. The next thing now is to get the center point of this line, and then from there I'm going to mark this way. to this place. Here I'll mark my round sleeve measurement. The round sleeve for this one here is 15 inches. That is 7.5. I'll mark it here. And then 1 inch for seam allowance. The length of the sleeve is about 8 inches. One and a half inch for joining and also for hemming. Seven and a half, 1 inch. And here I'm going to curve it downward like this a little bit. And then from here I'm going to connect to this place.